Good morning. How we doing? Hold on. Let me get this out to everybody, and then we're gonna start, baby. Let's see. Refresh. Make sure it actually sends out the right one this time. 4/19/23. There we go. That is today's date. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see. Boom. Live. Twitter. Live on YouTube. And then we will start, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Yes, and now. Perfect. Cool. We are ready to rock. Alrighty. So, hopefully you guys saw yesterday's video. If you guys do want me to continue to make these trade recap videos like a more common thing on my channel, make sure you guys like that video, comment on it as well. I would definitely love to start doing more trade recaps, give you guys a reasoning behind my trades, winning trades, losing trades, missed trades, all that good stuff. So just let me know on that video. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Good morning, Eric, Steve, Chuck, Arbuse, I think, Robert, Cavi, Annie, Don, Barry, Caswell, Rebecca, Douglas, Spencer, Tangible Assets, Susan, Elizabeth, Jessica, Scooter Tips, and Jersey Flips. Good morning. Oh my God. Did it go out? I think it went out. Do you guys hear me? Come on, don't go out. Don't do it. Nah, we good. Okay. Whew. Had me sweating for a second. Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. So today we don't really have any economic news. We have the beige book, which is at let's see, that is at 2 o'clock. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, it was saying no data, now it says excellent connection. Perfect. So before we start hopping into the watch list, as always, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Remember, we got to run it up to 250 likes if you guys want the watch list. But let's come up with today's watch list. Let's find some levels of interest, and we will go from there. So I will say, buenos dias, mi amigo. I will say the one stock that I really want to pay attention to is going to be Roku. So I was thinking about swinging some lottos yesterday on Roku. The only issue was we had Netflix earnings. I had no idea about that, which is why I didn't end up taking the Roku swing. So take off VWAP real quick. The reason why I like this Roku is because if we're looking at the daily time frame, we held that daily 21 EMA as support. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. I would like to see Roku come down, test the 21 EMA as support. Maybe we build a base and then we can get long. The only issue was we had Netflix earnings. Netflix earnings are going to have an effect on what Roku ended up doing, which again was the whole reason I didn't enter. But I will be looking to enter this today for a swing. I am looking at possibly the $70 calls, maybe do a 70-75 debit spread. So I buy the 70 calls and then sell the 75 calls, or maybe just do a complete lotto and go with the 70 calls for this, or maybe like the 66 or 67 calls expiring this week. It's all going to depend on overall price action today, but I like this daily squeeze. We've been in it since 3/14, so it's been a month and 5 days. If we can get this daily squeeze to fire up, I mean, it's pretty much a straight shot into 76. It might just sit here and wait till earnings, though, so we got to be a little careful about that. But yeah, this is my number one setup right now. Maybe Netflix. We'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, we will take a look. But let's start on ES. Good morning. How did everybody do yesterday? Make money, lose money, take no trades? Let me know in the chat. But, alrighty, let's see what we can find. Overall, daily price structure was not able to break that 4,200. Remember, 4,200 was a massive area of resistance. So if we zoom out to the weekly, and we take our pivot high to pivot low, 4,200 was that 61.8. You can see we rejected it over here. Break it down to a daily time frame. You see we broke and then reclaimed the opposite side, and then we ended up flushing to the downside. That ended up pushing up to 4208. So that 4200 to 4208 reject, plus on top of that, we had daily supply all right here. So, boom, we have not been able to break supply. 4200 has just been huge. So in order for the market to go higher, we need to crack 4208. If that happens, then we can push up to this supply zone and then possibly up to here. But yeah, we have not been able to break above here at all. So what I would like to see today is maybe a pullback to a nice solid area of a fib, maybe a 61.8, maybe down to support, whatever it may be, and then possibly look for a bounce. But if we remain weak and then we come back up and then we set that lower high, I'll look for a reject on the way down. So start looking for some bounces, possible bounces. Again, good morning, everybody. You do have demand right there that we can watch. So we ended up bouncing off that 61.8 yesterday. This one right here, we were able to catch a nice little move off of it. Nothing insane, but we ended up breaking below there. Let's see right here. We ended up breaking below that. Next one we have is right here, which we're currently testing the 50% retracement at 41.54.25. Let's break it down, see how we're reacting. Yeah, so kind of holding this level right now. Next bounce area would be 41.43 to 41.44 as a potential area. So we will keep that for the time being. And then we got this pivot low to pivot high. Got 50% retracement right there. So we got a bunch of different fibs that we can watch. It just really depends on how we react to the overall areas. So these are my main areas of interest today for potential bounces. Like I said, if we find a bottom and we start coming back up, I will be looking for a reject. So right now we just have bounces. Again, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. We got 150 people in here and only 50 likes. Remember, you guys want the watch list. 250 likes is the goal. But yeah, so there's the bounces. As far as rejects, does not look like we have any good ones as of right now until we bounce. So we'll come back to that. Have a supply zone up here on the 1 hour from this 41.93 all the way up to 41.98. But, you know, that's a 40-point move to the upside. So we will come back to ES. Let's head on over to SPY and see what SPY is looking like. Good. Default, boom. Delete all that. High point was right here at that 418.3. We had the reject at 418.54. If we start pushing back up later this week, early next week, that's an area I want to pay attention to. But other than that, 410.50 being the previous high. Break it down to a 4 hour. I'm also trying to read the chat at the same time. Yes, and we have that weekly squeeze as well on ES. You do have a nice 4 hour squeeze, and we broke that 4 hour 21 EMA. Maybe we come back, we retest it around 413, and then we reject back down. That's definitely something that can happen as well. But as far as bounces, this low to this high, 411.50, 410.50. Got some confluence there. 411 to 410. Let's see, I'd be more interested down here. I don't really care about that 50. I like that 410 to 410.50 area the most. Yeah. Perfect. See, at 410.50 to like 409.50 is my main area for a bounce today. If we start pulling down there, again, if we find a bottom and we start pushing up, then I'll look for a potential reject, but I don't have a good one as of right now. So basic analysis on SPY right there. Yes, that is the 21 EMA. Also, thank you for becoming a channel member. I greatly appreciate it. It usually would pop up, but we're no longer using Streamlabs because Streamlabs has been sucking. So we are not going to do that. But based off of the overnight price action on ES, we should be opening up with a gap on SPX. So where did we close yesterday? We closed right here at 41.75. We're down 41.54. So yes, it does look like we are going to have a gap fill on SPX. So let's zoom out real quick. Let's see if there's any gaps that have not been filled yet. Get rid of that. Boom, boom. Again, let me know how you guys did yesterday. Make money, lose money, take no trades. Let me know in the chat. At the same time, make sure you guys are clicking that subscribe button. I do go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. And hold on. Boom. Also, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. So, unfilled gaps. What do we got? Filled that. Filled. So we got a massive one way down here. Tiny one right here. All these other ones have been filled, it looks like. Yes. Yes, okay. So, what I'm going to watch on SPX is going to be a potential gap fill up into 41.54 and then a reject. Or 41.55 and then a reject. Because it does look like we are going to gap down on SPX. So maybe we come up, we fill that gap, we reject. So that's it for SPX as of right now. 8:15. Let's head on over to NQ. Take a look at this. Okay, so we're still in daily consolidation. Here's all my bounces down here. I mean, there's not much to NQ. It's literally doing nothing. So honestly, I don't even like this price action on NQ. No clear direction here. So let's head on over to QQQ. This 317.89 has been a really big level. So if we zoom out to the daily, you see all this resistance right here and support over here. Supported it again yesterday. Maybe we come back up towards 317.9. Oh my God. 317.9 and rejected. You can see we bounced 1, 2, 3 times yesterday, rejected in the pre-market. So 317.9 has been pretty big. That is an area that I do want to watch for a potential bounce or reject, my bad. And then here's our lower range right here. Delete this. So pretty much lower range, upper range, lots of consolidation on QQQ. Also, feel free to ask any questions. I will be answering the questions throughout the live stream as well. So back out to a 4-hour. Yeah, so if I was going to look for a bounce, it would have been this 315.8, but we got really close to it. Super close. But you can see it's been pretty strong support. Support over here, support over here, support here, plus the fib. So maybe. We'll see about this. It's a big fat maybe. And then 315, psychological support. 15. Boom. And then I mean, that is pretty much all I'm seeing on QQQ. Again, maybe we bounce, we can find a little reject. Maybe we come up to yesterday's close, which was, let's see, right there, 318.84. Close. Good morning. Show on the right. Yeah, so maybe like 318.84. If we end up bouncing, just take this pivot high to pivot low right here. Look for the push up. 320 psychological resistance. But that is pretty much it on QQQ as of now. So let's take a look at individual names, and then we will go from there. See what we can find, see what we like. Again, still keep an eye on Roku. Thank you. I was live yesterday. Nobody tuned in. I mean, a decent amount of people tuned in, but not nearly as much as usual. But yeah, again, I do go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys tap in. You guys get the watch list for free. Answer any questions you guys got. But yeah, 8 a.m. every single morning. Apple rejected right off that 167. It's getting really close to that monthly trend line of 168.5. Still waiting for that for a reject. AMD looking very weak. Let's see. I know only 93 likes. The guys got to keep running it up. Remember, the like goal is 250. Keep reminding you guys. AMD doesn't look bad for a break under 88.3. I just really don't trade it. So if you guys want to watch it, feel free. Got the book. Let's go. Amazon, again, as we discussed in the weekly watch list, that 104.25 has been a massive area of resistance. Rejected over here, rejected in the pre-market over here, came up, rejected it to a T yesterday at that 104.24, and now it's all the way back down to 100.8. So, I mean, not really interested in Amazon. Don't see anything good there. Boeing don't really care about. Coin don't care about. Costco still watching that monthly symmetrical triangle. Google don't really care about. Let's see, Meta could not hold that 50% retracement, looking very weak. Let's see. Oh, not really seeing anything good. Yeah, I don't like Meta. Yeah, not seeing anything good here. Let's try Microsoft. Microsoft, not really seeing anything here. Again, I really would have liked to see us push up into that 297.63 reject. Let's see, Netflix. I mean, honestly, Netflix doesn't look too bad for a possible short if we hold 324.7. That doesn't look bad. Get that 1 hour squeeze the fire down. And 30-minute squeeze, actually. So I do like Netflix. Doesn't look bad. Let me type Netflix in the chat. So I'm going to keep an eye on that today. NVIDIA. I think we talked about that 280 reject yesterday. Yeah, we did. So, NVIDIA, not really seeing anything here today. PayPal still squeezing. Not seeing anything good here. Roku. Still want to keep an eye on this. Where's that daily 21 EMA? 63.27. 63.6. Roku. And then, let's see, Shopify. So Shopify still was not able to fill that gap yesterday. And then Tesla has earnings today. Let's see, a pump up into 183.27. Tesla doesn't look bad if it were to pump up here. And the contracts, they're cheap enough. Yeah, I mean, Tesla might find its way onto the list today. Tesla. Boom. So individual names that I like is Netflix, Roku, and Tesla. So we will come back to those. Again, though, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. 250 people in here, only 123 likes. Remember, if you guys want the entire watch list dropped in the chat, make sure to smash that like button. Our like goal is 250, and we are halfway there. So make sure you guys stick around until the end as well, if you guys want the watch list. But yeah, let's go back to SPY and ES real quick. Start with ES. Lots of potential bounces. We're holding that 50% very nicely. But if we start breaking below there, there's some more zones. More interested in these lower zones down here. But I will be watching these areas right here as well. So let's head on over to SPY. Let's start getting this typed up. SPY rising wedge on 2 hour. Let's see. Like this. There you go. We rejected right off the top. We broke below it this morning. Yes. To answer your question, yes. I actually want to see. No, not that one. But yes, yes, yes. You are correct. That is a rising wedge. So 410.5 and then 410 all the way down to 410.6 are my main areas for a potential bounce. Start getting SPY typed up. No, I like Roku for a possible swing to the upside. It just really depends on if we can hold that daily 21 EMA as support. I like it for a lotto. SPY. Watching 410.5 for a bounce. Then watching 410 to 410.6. Or hold on, what is it? 409.6. 409.6 for a bounce. Higher probability. Let's see, what was yesterday's close? We're at 412. That was at 414.25. Close. Boom. And then if this were to be the bottom right now, because ES is bouncing off that 50% retracement, so let's head back on over to ES. If this were to be the bottom, I would be taking this pivot high to pivot low right here. And then look for a reject somewhere up in this area. But we will see. It depends on the overall price action in the pre-market. I want to see something. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, so I mean, we're kind of just sitting in demand. That's just a really big zone. All right, so we are going to put this on the chart right now. You can also take here to here, but higher probability is going to be there to there. So let's head back on over to SPY. Yeah, so like a higher probability would be way up here at 414 if we really started pushing. Delete these trend lines. If for 11 points, what is that? For 11.7. 413.7 is the low. I will be watching 413.88 to 414.4 for a reject. Okay. All right, so there is SPY. Get QQQ. Costco. So Costco's just hanging out in a monthly symmetrical triangle. I'm really not interested until it decides which way to break. There's our monthly triangle. So just kind of waiting on that one. Boom, 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 boom. This is far enough, so hold on. Plus, we bounced at 411.7. If demand's all the way down at 411, we still got 70 more cents to go. So if we can bounce up, I mean, this is a $2.40 move to the upside. That's a large enough move if we were to make it very quickly and a strong move up that we could take advantage of a reject. The one that I ended up doing yesterday because 4,200 was so strong and then trying to bounce it right down here when SPY only dropped like 80 cents, that's way too close. You see what I'm trying to say? But I do like that 410.50. We also have a lot of 4-hour squeezes today as well. But let's head on over to QQQ. Again, that 315.8 has been a pretty strong area. Let's get to the 1 hour. That's honestly the only fib that I have on QQQ that's even relevant. So if this were to be the bottom, that push, again, 317.9 has been a pretty big area. Pivot high, pivot low, cool. I would say the only other bounce that I really see on QQQ is going to be 315. Let's see. Yeah, until we really start pulling to the downside, but we've already bounced that 50, so 311.50 would be the next valid fib. Cool. Let's see. SPY, QQQ. Alrighty. Pivot high, pivot low. If so, level 315.9. 315.9 is the pre-market low. I will be watching for a reject at 318.7. 318.7 to 318.85. After that, watching 319.34. 15.8 was our fib. If we start breaking 315.8, I will watch 315, then 312.82. 312.2. Boom. SPX. Looks like we're going to open with a gap fill there. Pull up ES again. Hold on. Close right there at 41.75. We're down about 20 points. Also, again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. We got 255 people in here and 155 likes. We need 100 more likes for you guys to get the watch list in the chat. I know you guys can do it. I got faith in you guys. It's a 5-minute. SPX. Looks like price will be opening with a potential gap to fill. Watching 4154.75 to 4155 gap fill for the reject. Okay. There's SPX, SPY, and QQQ. Let's go back. Let's take a look at the individual names, and let's actually pull up SPY and QQQ on the messy chart. Looks like Tesla's probably going to break down without us. SPY. There we go. Yeah, so that 411.50, I mean, it's a pretty big area. We got that 4-hour squeeze. Really interested in rejects up here. We could bounce this 50% right here, though, at that 411.50. So just keep that in mind. 411.50. Boom. Take a look at QQQ. Again, pretty much bounced right off that 61.8 at 315.8. Let's head on over to the futures real quick. I want to take another look at that. And then we will do the individual stocks. Yes. Yeah, so I mean, if we start breaking this 41.52, there's a good chance we start coming down and test these other areas as well. But main area I'm going to be interested in is going to be way down here, which is going to be about, what, almost a 20-point drop to the downside. But yeah, it just really depends on how we trade at these areas and if it validates an entry or not. So we shall see. Let's head on over to, what did we like today? We like Netflix, we like Roku, and we like Tesla. Loving that daily candle on Roku. Yeah, I think Roku is just going to be the main one today. Oops, that is not what we want. Netflix. Boom. I mean, if you guys want to watch Netflix, as long as it can hold 324.7 without breaking it in the pre-market, it looks good for a downside move. But that's only if it can hold above this area. If it holds, market opens, then we break the area to the downside, it looks really good for a short. Did this thing really drop all the way down to 292? I didn't even see that. Wow. Imagine you bought puts for Netflix earnings and you watch this thing drop all the way down to 292 and then just rally back up. I'd be furious if that happened. But yeah, 324.7 looks like that's going to be the key area. If I could tell you exactly where Roku would be at by the end of the day, your boy would make $1 million today off of Roku. But unfortunately, I cannot predict that. I will say though, I love this daily setup. Roku, main, individual, stock on watch. Loving the daily setup. Going to watch and see how price reacts towards the daily 21 EMA. Bingo. And then, like I said, if you want to watch Tesla, look for a pullback up into, what was the level? The 1 hour 21 EMA, which is going to be at 183. 183-ish to 183.2. That's where I see the risk or reward for a possible reject. Not really seeing anything else that would interest me. We did kind of get this little bear flag right here, though, and we broke below it. But yeah, that's where I would be interested. But that pretty much wraps up the watch list today. That's everything I'm going to be watching. You guys are still 75 likes away. So, hold on. I want to see if ES ends up breaking that level. Hoping it doesn't. Let's see, Roku, ES. Still holding it. 1 hour, boom. Put a little line right here. We're gonna watch this because it's probably gonna break it and then invalidate it. In the meantime, though, has anybody got some questions while we sit here and wait and see what the market's gonna do before we finalize the watch list? We still got like 20 minutes. BBB? Talking about Brandon's book club, or is that a stock? Yeah, I think you're talking about Brandon's book club. AD. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything else in the overall market. Ooh. Yes, I do. Your boy might end up trading some crude oil futures today. If we crack that 79, that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to throw that in the watch list. Also watching crude oil futures for the gap fill from 79 to 75.72. If you have the book and you want to join the book club, just send me a DM on Instagram. And I'll send you the link. Sorry, I had to stretch. I don't know why. I've been so tired these last 2 days. Oh, yeah, we can look at the bonds. I haven't looked at the bonds in a minute. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, remember, TLT is pretty much our telltale of what's going to happen in the market. So as we can see, we've been sitting here consolidating. Equal highs, equal lows, equal high, equal lows. We haven't been able to break that 110, which was my key area for this thing to break. And clearly we weren't able to, and we started pulling to the downside. So maybe we come back down and we test that 100 area. Let's look at the ZB. See what's going on there. Yeah, so pretty much had a false breakout. It's coming back down. It's testing these lows right here. If you're a bond trader, look for a bounce at 128.18 and 127.05. But yeah, you can keep a close eye on TLT. Let's take a look at Dixie. I don't know what's been going on with Dixie, but it's been trading really weird. Like really, really weird. Look at this price action. This is garbage. I don't know if it's something with Thinkorswim or if this is truly how the candles have been looking. I don't have my phone. I was going to look on TradingView, but yeah, I don't know what's up with these candles. But we tested that 182. I mean, Dixie is our telltale, so it's kind of just sitting here not really doing much. But we still want to keep a watch on this ES weekly squeeze. So personally, what I would like to see in the market, what I would like to see happen, turn on this 21 EMA. Since we had that weekly squeeze, we broke above it, haven't necessarily retested the area. I would like to see us pull back down to 40.37, which is that weekly 21 EMA or wherever it ends up being when we test it. I would like to see us pull back, make it support, and then get long. And then try to get that daily squeeze to fire up. Or not daily squeeze, weekly squeeze. That we've been in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. So when we finally get that weekly squeeze to fire, because it's been 8 weeks, we should see a nice move up or down, depending on which way the squeeze wants to fire. But as long as we hold that weekly 21 EMA, I want to see this thing fire up. If we lose it, then I want to see it fire down. So just something to continue to keep on your radar. Again, watch for a bounce at that weekly 21 EMA. It might take a couple weeks, a few weeks for us to get down here. But not a bad area. Go back to the daily. We break the level yet? I mean, we're still holding. Yeah, we hit the gym on, what day was that? Saturday. I'm still sore. Let me tell you, that dude put me through one hell of a chest workout. Chest and tries. I don't know if we're going to get that 250 like goal today. I don't think we are. Stop it. Come on. There you go. I mean, yeah, NVIDIA has more downside until it tests that level. That probably makes sense then. Yeah, I mean, that is all I'm seeing today. So if we go back and kind of review everything I'm watching, SPY, this 411.50 is a pretty big area, but if we start breaking below there, I don't like anything until 410.50, and then 410 all the way down to 409.6. Depending on when we set that low, we could look for a bounce and then a reject. We can also watch that 1 hour 21 EMA, which is at 413. Just really depends on how we trade at that area. QQQ. 315.8 is a pretty big area. So if we start cracking below there, we could test 315, 312.82. If we start bouncing, and this is the low right here at 315.9. I like rejects up here, 318.7 all the way up to 318.85. Start breaking above there, we could test 319.34. Remove, boom. So those are my rejects. And then again, SPX, we're going to open with that gap fill. And then main thing is going to be Roku. Still want to look for a possible swing, possible entry. What is that? 63.30. Boom. Then if you trade crude oil futures, looks like 79 might be a pretty big area. We'll see what happens. Does anybody have the implied open on SPX, by the way? So yes, it's cracking. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. So it just depends on whenever we set that low point. And then we start looking. Plus, there's smaller time frame fibs that we could start using. Like we could use here to here if we really wanted to. I just prefer the higher time frame fibs. Cool. I mean, we're at 213. I guess I'll let you guys slide today. All right, hold on. We slightly broke below. Looks like we might not be able to put in. Hold on. Yeah. 11.5. 11.5 is the pre-market low. 413.78. 414.3. And then let's see the QQQ break. No, QQQ is still good. SPX, we're good. Roku, we're good. Cool. Cool. That is the watch list, everybody. So I'm just dropping this real quick. All right. Alrighty, so before I drop the watch list, one thing I do want to say that we are going to be doing our final Team Bull Mastermind for this entire year. This is going to start in May, and again, this is the final one. After this, there's not going to be any more Team Bull Masterminds for the remainder of the year. So if you guys are looking to learn directly from me, my overall day trading and swing trading strategies, my Fibonacci strategy, Fibonacci 2.0, and so much education, or so much more education, learning from me and a bunch of other amazing traders. Make sure you guys join the next Mastermind waitlist. It is free to join the waitlist. I'm trying to find this link. Where is this link at? Hold on, everybody. Bear with me. Literally trying to scroll up and find this waitlist. There it is. But yeah, make sure you guys hop on the wait list. Again, it's free to hop on the wait list. You guys will get an email if you are accepted. But again, this is the final mastermind of the year for Team Bull. You're going to be learning from me, Grizzly, GD, Jadon, and a bunch of other amazing traders. In this mastermind, we do have Rake doing a psychology class. We have Umar that is going to be doing a class as well. So hopefully we can get some awesome guest speakers in the next mastermind. But again, there is that link for that. Now, as far as the watch list for today, as always, I am not a certified financial advisor. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. So here's SPY. Here's QQQ. Here is SPX. Here is Roku. Here's crude oil. Emails will probably go out towards the end of the month or early next month. So there is all of that. Got a lot of fire stuff to teach in that mastermind. But yeah, that's a watch list. So I'll stick around for a few more minutes, answer any questions you guys got. If you guys want to run it up 20 more likes, we can do that as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions while I'm just hanging out here. Yes, SPY. Let's see, we are on this one. QQQ, NQ really don't care about today, so we'll put SPX over here. Yes, limited spots. Yes, yes. We like Roku. We'll put Tesla right here. Tesla tick. And then I guess an individual name we'll find. I don't know. Is Friday quad witching? I have no idea, to be honest with you. It's OPEX. Yeah, it's OPEX week, not quad witching. Of course, Chuck. Let's see. FRC. We need to triple up my G Fuel today. I see absolutely nothing on this thing. Yeah, no, I would not touch this thing at all with a 10-foot pole. Actually, no, like a 100-foot pole. No, no. Huh. It just depends wherever that valid pre-market or valid pivot low and pivot high are. Sometimes you can visually see it better on ES. That's why I do it on ES. Let's see, Grizzly is watching 414.2 for a reject, which is the close. 410 for calls, psychological support. Oh, I mean, we pretty much have the same levels. Let's see. What do I think about QQQ? 318.86. I mean, whatever my levels are, that's exactly what I'm watching. So what did you say? 318.86, 319.2. 318.84, 319.34 are my areas. Plus this 318.7. Any other questions you guys got for the morning? If not, I'm gonna go make some protein oats and get some G Fuel. Let's head back on over to SPY real quick. There's the 250 like goal. Boom. Good stuff. Yeah, so it looks like that 411.50, I mean, it's pretty valid. We bounced right off that 50%. So if we start pulling more, look for the bounce down here. If not, I like rejects way up here. And then I'll look for intraday setups as well. But cool. Yes, ES is bouncing. So that is going to wrap it up for the day. Everybody have an amazing morning. Everybody make some money today. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you tune in. Over 1,100 free videos on my channel. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Let's run it up. Let's make some money.